The reasons for fight in homes and unfaithfulness. Marital fights and unfaithfulness. It's one thing to get married. It's another thing to live in that home. Is that true? Many of our homes and our marriages are shattered in pieces. And we need to find out what is wrong. Why do we have fights? Two people. Sorry. Do you accept this? What, you didn't wait for them to finish talking. Do you take this lady as your wedding? Yes. You, by the grace of God, yes. Two of you said you are you doing? Yes. Think about it. Oh, yes. Does anybody have anything against this marriage? Nobody's. Now we declare you husband and wife. You people are hugging and kissing and you are happy. 2 years later, the man looks at you. Who did I marry? He wrote songs, called you the lily of the valley, called you all kinds of things. Sugar in his tea, mosquito in his net. After 2 years, 3 years, there is fight. Can I tell you something? Let me run faster than myself and tell you, sex is not enough to preserve the strength of marriage. Because I have seen people with 8 children. How did they get the 8 children? I will kill you. This is a man that slept with his wife to have 8 children. Now you will kill her. Hallelujah. So what are the reasons? Do you know? Listen. Statistic tells us that 1 out of every 2 marriages in America ends up in a divorce within the first 5 years. Right now, this thing has gotten so bad that in many churches now, you go to church and go to court too. It wasn't really like that, but what is happening in this society now? A man can be married and leave his state and come somewhere and just be strolling, come for koinonia, see a very nice lady like this, turn her mind like a pendulum, and then get married to her, go and buy small golf and give the parents. The father will say, you must marry this guy. You must marry him. We have suffered. It's enough. Now you get married only to find out that you are the wife of somebody else's. You are a concubine. Why do we have fights? And then I want to tell you something. The rate of unfaithfulness. Listen, this is a study I made by myself. The rate of unfaithfulness in Christian marriages. I was talking to my sister yesterday and she was telling me of a survey that they did in our local church, not somewhere else, our local church. Married women that are not submissive and ladies that are promiscuous, that have really spoiled. I don't mean okay, you went and slept with somebody by mistake. Willful, willing, conscious derailing from the things of God. When they announced the statistics to the church, parents were afraid. Parents were afraid, fathers were afraid, mothers. Nobody trusted themselves again. Which one are you in these statistics now? Because they didn't announce anybody's name. When my sister told me, it touched me. Hallelujah. Do you know right now, there is almost no trust in our homes. Hallelujah. Some of you are even in a relationship because of how the guy is behaving like an armed robber. Once he goes to use himself, you quickly carry the phone. Let me check. Who called? And then the guy will save the lady's name as Joseph. Oh, come on. We know these things. Say, Joe, yeah. When you have moved, you say, why are you calling me by this time now? You don't know my wife is at home. Immediately I come. Have you delivered it? Okay, I'm coming to Lagos first thing in the morning. Please don't waste my time. I need to spend time with my wife. I found out that I've not been spending time with her. And she's laughing, not knowing that the man is unfaithful. So why is this happening? I can act. If ministry didn't work, I would have done. Hallelujah. Number 1. The reasons why we have fights. Violating the love respect principle. How many of you remember our love respect principle? What's the principle? That husbands should do what? Love their wives. Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 22 to 25. Husbands, love your wives. Wives, submit. You honor. I told you that love for a man means respect and honor, nothing more, nothing less. To the degree to which you respect and honor your husband, that's the degree to which you love him. Hallelujah. And for the ladies, the degree to which you love her, you care for her, you give her time. Remember our 5 love languages. Number 1, words of affirmation. Number 2, acts of service. Number 3, receiving gifts. Only ladies are talking. Number 4, quality time. Number 5, physical touch. No, it's not. We're talking marriage now, so you don't need to star it. The star was before you get married. Once the pastor says husband and wife, God himself takes the star away. Until then, God himself stamps it there. If you force the door to open, it will open. Hallelujah. Number 1, violating the love respect principle. How many men don't respect their wives? 2 of them go for a program. You see the man disgracing the wife. Have you seen some of our parents do that? Don't pretend as if, and it will be paining you. You see the woman will just keep quiet. Or the woman disgracing her husband. You go, there's small popcorn. You are about leaving. Madam, can I fetch for this? You are fetching. People are saying, what kind of woman is this? The husband is just standing. You don't know that you are bearing his image. The man is saying, honey, let's go. Say, I won't go. Let me do this. Do we have this in our house? And you are just fetching. The love respect principle. The love respect principle. All the guys say, I will love my wife. Say it, I will love my wife. And the ladies say, I will honor my husband. So that's the number 1 reason. Number 2, I won't talk much about that. We are not in a strict, only few people are married here, so I won't talk. Emotional dissatisfaction. Not satisfying themselves sexually and all of that. Leave it there. I'm not saying more. Hallelujah. Thank God there's marriage counseling. Go to your marriage counselor. Hallelujah. But emotional dissatisfaction. And this is not just sex. Spending time together. There is an emotional dimension. It's limited before you get married. But when you get married, come on, it's part of what keeps the bond. It is a very serious reason why men, listen please. A woman who is busy, you are a tailor, you are a contractor, you have a restaurant, you are in French school, you are learning another language. Every time your husband will say, you are embarrassing him, you are making him beg you to sleep with you. He will keep quiet. One day he will stop talking to you. You find out that your house help is happy, walking in the house, very excited. Madam, how are you? Fine. How is everything? God has been faithful. That's a sign that there's fire on the mountain. I'm giving you an honest and a very candid advice. Listen, let me tell you something. God who designed intimacy is not foolish. Are you listening to me? Violating any of God's principle, tithing, lack of intimacy, whatever it is, will cost you a lot. Sisters, let me advise you. You are not in your house. You are supposed to preserve and help the man. Do you know the wife is supposed to cover for the man? Your husband is a nice, handsome man of God. He goes to minister in a convention. God moves and honor you. You are there snapping, and they are saying, how does it feel to be, this bishop's wife? You are talking. One other lady is giving him compliments. Sir, please, God gave me this prophetic instruction. I need to come and clean your shoes, clean your trousers. The man says, he says, sir, I insist. Will you hinder an innocent lady? Like the man says, all right, if you insist. You were not there. The media is carrying your face. You are happy. You never had it that good. Now you are enjoying it. Many women are careless about their men. I'm not saying just be irresponsible and you can't allow the man rest. He's having meeting. You are in front of the meeting door. You are saying, whatever this meeting is, it will finish in my presence here. There are women like that. This is insecurity. Your husband wants to book ticket. You are there. How many people? No. Trust. There must be trust. But in the midst of it, there are efforts that you must make. Are you listening to me? Don't allow any, Christian homes, you can see a woman just come at an odd time and say, I want to come and visit your husband. She's calling him all kinds of names. An unbeliever will tell you straight there. I hope you know, unbeliever women, they won't talk, they will say, please, call it jealousy, call it whatever. Let me tell you, let it not happen again. Church people say, if I talk like that, what of in the fellowship? It's until the man travels for a business trip 4 months, you are not there. Later on, one of his friends that cannot keep his mouth shut to say, madam, I need to talk to you. This thing is paining me, and the way I trust you, I must tell you. You see that hotel there, your husband is there, go and meet him there. For 4 months, he has been there, abroad. Emotional dissatisfaction is a very serious issue. Are you listening to me? I didn't want to touch the issue, but it's becoming necessary. Hallelujah. Brother, you are fasting 1 week, 2 weeks, immediately you finish. You started Maranatha fast, you finish Armageddon fast. Now wow. Why did you marry? Why did you marry? You would have stayed alone. There must be a place. When you get married, define your lives. Are you listening to me? It's very important. There's a book Oral Roberts wrote. One of the reasons why he said he was successful in ministry was he had very close sexual intimacy with his wife. I don't mean, I hope you know what I'm talking about. Some of you, your mind is already to the pure, all things are pure. Hallelujah. Number 3, financial issues. Sorry, my dear. Are you tired? Financial issues. Very important. Why there are fights, unfaithfulness, marriage, financial issues. Poverty is a very bad thing. I hope you know. Lack is a very bad thing. Lack of finance has led to the breaking of many good homes.